Hello beautiful people, it's Lexi G. Welcome back to my channel. Today we are in my kitchen, in my mother's kitchen, because we are making a 3-course dinner, a very healthy 3-course, well, okay, it's not that healthy. It's better than pizza and ice cream for dinner. So we're gonna be making a cauliflower appetizer, an eggplant main course, and a healthy alternative for a dessert. Will I get Dairy Queen later like my mother suggested? Maybe, who knows? It is vegetarian except for the appetizer, which you can make vegetarian, which I'm gonna do for my sister. I'm just gonna leave out the bacon that goes in the cauliflower bite. I'm not vegetarian, but if you are, try it. If you're vegan, let me think. Oh, if you're vegan, you can try tweaking it if you want, but there is cheese in the main course and the appetizer, Cool Whip for the dessert. But if you can live without cheese, first of all, you're insane. But second of all, try this if you want. Leave a comment. In total, it's gonna take probably about, well, I'm slow, but it's probably gonna take me about an hour and a half to make this. I'm making it for 4 people, myself, my mother, my sister, and her boyfriend. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and I'll see you next week. Bye. So I just scored the eggplants and put them in the oven so they can soften up before they actually go in with their filling. Now we're just chopping up the cauliflower. We don't have a food processor, so I'm gonna use a blender. If you have a food processor, use that. We're gonna blend up the cauliflower for the appetizer and get started on that while the eggplant is softening up in the oven. So because I'm the slowest chopper in the world, my mom chopped the spring onions. Are chives and spring onions the same thing?
No.
Okay, so they're supposed to be chives, but I couldn't find them, so I got spring onions. There's lots of alternatives in this recipe. She chopped the spring onions and the actual onion for me. These are for the appetizer, and then the actual onion is for the eggplant dish. Okay, so we are adding the cauliflower to a bowl. Again, if you have a food processor, you should be using that, but we don't. So I'm just gonna make sure that there's no big pieces in here. So it should be about that small. Then we're gonna add the eggs, the ranch seasoning, the chives, which are spring onions. Again, like I said, my sister is vegetarian, so I'm gonna do probably about 4 of the 12 or 3 of the 12 without bacon, and then we'll do the rest with bacon. Okay, so, oh, the oven's done. Okay, so I took the eggplants out. They look like old people, which means they're done. While these are cooling, we're gonna finish the cauliflower dish, the appetizer, put it in a cupcake pan, put those in for about 20 minutes. It's preheating, the oven's preheating right now to what the cauliflower needs to be at, and then we're gonna stuff those in, get the filling for the eggplant ready. So we're gonna do the ranch seasoning, 2 eggs, a cup of cheddar cheese. Again, we're gonna wait on the bacon because my sister's vegetarian, so we're gonna do that right now. And some of the chives.
these three are the ones without bacon. I'll put them in first so I remember which ones they are. Oh, we need to top them with more cheese, duh. If you want these to be healthier, obviously don't do this, but I like cheese. Okay, so they are going in for 20 minutes at 375.
So now we're gonna spoon out the inside of the eggplant. As you can see, it's very squishy and flimsy, and it's gonna be easy to take out. The most important thing for this is to not spoon through the skin, which is pretty easy to do considering how soft it is. And if you do, it's not a huge deal. I mean, it's not like the dish is ruined. It'll just fall apart. While these cool down, and then we'll serve the appetizer. You can use ranch with these if you prefer something healthier or nothing at all, do that. But we're gonna make the filling for the eggplants right now. So this is the eggplant flesh. We already have the onions. I'm gonna chop the garlic and add that. And then we're gonna put the eggplant flesh in, let that saute for a few minutes, and then do the rest. We're gonna add a tablespoon of basil, tomato paste. It's gonna do, that's 2, that's 3, 4. Okay. So now we're gonna add the red cooking wine. I just use this brand, it's whatever I found at Ralph's. We're gonna do 5/8 of a cup. The recipe says 140 grams. I'm not gonna eyeball this one. Ooh, it smells like mass wine. I love that smell so much.
So these are the cauliflower bites. They turned out great. We're gonna top it with a little more green onion. Yeah, cute, cute.
So now we're gonna add 2 teaspoons of honey. I'm just gonna eyeball this. I like eyeballing, it makes me feel like Gordon.
I think Gordon only eyeballs after like years of practice.
Well, I've had several minutes. We have the filling all ready. The shells are ready also. As you can see, I cut a few holes in them on accident. Like I said, it's not a big deal, it's just gonna fall apart. But they are not big enough on just the one, so I'm gonna spread it onto 2 pans. Okay, so I added a few tomatoes. You can chop them, dice them, do whatever you want to them. Don't include them, I don't care. And we are gonna add them to each of the shells. Okay, so the 6 of these guys are going in for another 15 minutes. While they're in, we're gonna wash the fruits and finish eating our appetizer. Also, I forgot to mention, sprinkle some feta, which you're supposed to do about halfway through. And the main course is all done. Okay, so for dessert, we're doing healthy. We're doing fruit with Cool Whip. So the fruit that we have is blueberries, raspberries, bananas, grapes, baby oranges, and then we're gonna top it with Cool Whip because It is dessert after all, and everybody in this household likes Cool Whip. And the Cool Whip is light, so it's not the extra creamy or even the original, it's light Cool Whip. Oh, and we already washed all the fruit. Hands are washed, so everything's clean. This is our final product for the dessert. Am I gonna add more Cool Whip? Of course, but you know, we had to make it look cute. So the appetizers were about 80 calories each with the bacon. I had 3, we all had 3. So that came out to 240 calories for 3 of the cauliflower bites. The main course was the eggplant dish, which was about 250 calories. Depends on the size of the eggplant that you had. Some were smaller, some were bigger, and it depends on the amount of feta that you add. But they were around 250 to 275. And then the dessert was about 130 calories. It was probably about 1.5 cups of fruit. And then I think maybe 3 tablespoons of Cool Whip. So that comes out to a total of 620 calories for a 3-course dinner that was delicious. Okay, so I'm gonna close out today's video here. If you made it this far, congratulations. Thank you for watching. I'll see you guys next week. Bye.